Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. This is actually pulled from a live call that we do every Monday at 6 o'clock. If you'd like to join us live on Zoom, the link is in the description below.
Do you have any advice for people who are just starting out, maybe at tier 10, who are ready to jump into the Q4 funness, but don't quite know how to use their account? They've got a lot of products available to them. They see that there's a lot of possibilities, but not exactly sure where to focus their efforts.
During Q4, because things are selling very rapidly, I would get extremely aggressive with your account. In the tier 10,
I'll
I
put
think
a disclaimer on that again to recall what Steven said at the beginning of the show. Like, remember that you have to do what's actually bringing you income. So if you're focused on private label or OA, RA, any of that stuff, like, we're not saying drop all of that and just be super aggressive with print on demand. But if you have the time to put into it, then being aggressive print on demand is a good thing to do, especially in Q4. Sorry, just wanted to put that out
a lot
there.
of preferences. I think now that we're trying to speak to a larger audience, we have to like just gauge the stuff, because we see some people. I have people PMing and say, "Oh,
It's
you
always
said this."
just like our old failures going in my back of my head. Like, if I heard that, I'd be like, screw, we're not sending out any more Christmas stuff. Like, we're only focused on print demand. Like, hold on, young Nate. Like,
Because
let's
we
not
did
do
that
that.
and it
Yeah.
was
Not good.
painful. Yeah. But yes, I would, if I was just starting off and merch is the main focus, you start off with 10, tier 1, sometimes they call it tier 10. Whatever the first tier is that allows you to have 10 listings. It's hard to grow an account or even test things with only 10 slots. In this Q4 season, I would be super aggressive with those positions. So we know the next holiday coming up is Halloween. You have just 2 weeks essentially. I would be turning those Halloween shirts quite a bit. I'd be putting them up, seeing if I could find them, and then if I couldn't find them and you didn't have a target that you're looking for, that's what I'd be trying to learn. Like, I'm going to try to keep putting these shirts up. If I can only put up 1 a day because I'm limited to that, I'm going to make sure I hit my 1 a day. If I can only do 10 a day, I'm going to make sure I hit my 10 a day, even if I had to pull old shirts down and put up a whole new set of 10. It's a balance, but the way that Amazon's system is, it kind of works in your favor because you can only upload a percentage of your overall tier. So if you're at tier 1 with 10 listings, you can only, I think, do 1 or 2. Then the next, you can only do 10, and then it opens up as you get bigger. So it's never like you're pulling your whole catalog down and then refreshing it. You're just doing a percentage of it. But I would be very aggressive with that, and every day try to hit those uploads with new listings so you can just be refreshing and get in front of those customers. Because after a week or two, if that stuff's not selling, the holiday's over. So you want to then transition over to the next holiday, Thanksgiving. There are some other smaller events in the middle of that or stuff that you might want to go after. I would definitely just be super aggressive with that stuff. And I guess another caveat is if you're only doing POD and you have a merch account, think about opening a KDP account. And a lot of the designs and keywords that you're doing can be mixed and matched. So if you're doing shirts or tank tops or whatever products, hoodies that you're doing for your merch account, you can take a lot of those designs and do them on journals. There's a lot of different styles of low to no content books that you can go after. And I would put time into KDP, because if you're only doing 1 listing, it's going to be a slow process. But if you're doing with KDP, there are no limits. And then you go, how many of these can I do a day? And then just learning the business while you're earning money. And you don't have to switch them out in KDP. So if you make a design a day and you go through this 3-month period, you should have 100 plus listings pretty easily on KDP. Whereas merch, if you are stuck on 10, you will only have 10. You won't be able to keep those listings growing.
Thanks for watching that video, guys. If you liked it, please leave us a like, or you can ask your question in the comments below. We are still doing those free coaching calls for the rest of this month, so if you'd like to sign up, that link is also in the description.